Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. I hope you are doing great. Today, we are going to discover one of the most important stories in human history. Have you ever wondered, why did humans start farming? Who was the first person to plant a seed? And how did farming change the entire world? In this video, we will travel back thousands of years to explore the amazing story of agriculture. So, sit back, relax, and let's begin our journey. Have you ever stopped to think about where your food comes from? Every day, we eat bread, rice, vegetables, and fruits without giving it much thought. But thousands of years ago, life was completely different. There were no farms, there were no villages, there were no supermarkets, there were no tractors or modern tools. So how did people survive? Let's travel back in time and discover the incredible story of how farming changed the world forever. Long before civilization began, humans lived as hunters and gatherers. They hunted wild animals for meat. They caught fish from rivers. They collected berries, fruits, nuts, roots, and edible plants from forests. Every single day was a struggle to find enough food. Sometimes they were successful. Sometimes they returned home with nothing. Food was never guaranteed. Because of this, people could not stay in one place for very long. When the food in one area became scarce, they packed their belongings and moved to another place. Their lives were always changing. They lived in small groups and followed animals across forests, grasslands, and mountains. Life was uncertain. Then something extraordinary happened. Around 12,000 years ago, people began noticing something interesting. Seeds that accidentally fell onto the ground started growing into new plants. Rain watered them. The warm sunlight helped them grow. Slowly, people realized they could plant seeds on purpose. This simple observation became one of the greatest discoveries in human history. Instead of searching for food every day, they could grow their own food. This was the beginning of agriculture. The first farmers planted crops near rivers. Why rivers? Because rivers provided fresh water throughout the year. The soil near rivers was rich and fertile. Plants grew faster and healthier. Some of the earliest farming developed in places like Mesopotamia, near the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. At the same time, farming also appeared along the Nile River in Egypt, the Indus River in South Asia, and the Yellow River in China. Although these civilizations were far apart, they all discovered the same important idea. Growing food was better than constantly searching for it. The first crops included wheat and barley. Later, people began growing rice, millet, corn, beans, and many other plants. Different regions grew different crops, depending on their climate. As farming improved, another important change took place. People started domesticating animals. Wild goats became farm animals. Sheep provided wool. Cows gave milk. Oxen helped pull heavy farming tools. Chickens provided eggs. Animals made farming easier and more productive. Because food became more reliable, people no longer needed to move from place to place. They built permanent homes. Small villages appeared. Over time, villages became towns. Towns became cities. For the first time in history, large numbers of people lived together in one place. This changed everything. When farmers produced more food than they needed, they could trade the extra crops. Some people no longer need farm. Instead, they became builders, potters, blacksmiths, merchants, teachers, and artists. Jobs became more specialized. Trade expanded. Knowledge spread from one community to another. Governments formed. Fifth, laws were created. Writing systems developed to record harvests and trade. Civilizations began to rise. Great kingdoms and powerful empires became possible because farmers produced enough food to support millions of people. Agriculture also encouraged innovation. People invented better tools. They created irrigation systems to carry water to dry fields. They developed plows that could prepare the land more efficiently. Every generation discovered better ways to grow crops. Farming continued to improve. Centuries later, machines replaced many traditional farming methods. The Industrial Revolution introduced mechanical equipment. In the 20th century, tractors, harvesters, and modern fertilizers transformed agriculture once again. Today, satellites, drones, artificial intelligence, and advanced technology help farmers grow more food than ever before. Yet, the basic idea has never changed. A tiny seed, healthy soil, water, sunlight, and the hard work of farmers. Today, billions of people depend on agriculture every single day. Every loaf of bread, every bowl of rice, every apple, every vegetable starts its journey on a farm. Without agriculture, modern cities could not exist. Schools, hospitals, factories, and businesses all depend on farmers producing enough food. Agriculture is much more than growing crops. It is the foundation of human civilization. It allowed people to build communities, create cultures, develop science, and shape the modern world. The next time you enjoy a meal, take a moment to remember this incredible journey. Thousands of years ago, one simple observation changed human history forever. A small seed growing into a plant. That simple discovery gave birth to farming, and farming gave birth to civilization. Thank you for listening. Keep learning, keep improving your English, and never stop being curious about the amazing story of humanity.